Hi Janelle, how you doing? I've got your still working on your spreads. More to follow in the next few days. Here's what I have done so far. Okay, I want to look at this and I want to say you're not going to like this, but this is too predictable. It's just too predictable. I think top to bottom it really is. Your color scheme is excellent. It really is, and it's interesting that you're studying the sketch a color scheme right in your sketches. I think that's really, really interesting, and that points to a forward-moving direction. So that's phenomenal. And then I see you've incorporated some of your colors in your sketches, but these are they're too predictable, Janelle. They really are. I mean, as a designer, you don't want to be predictable. That's the last thing you want to be. I say this because I'm going to say if you were to take 15 or 20, or let's say you were to take 100 student designers and say, okay, let's symbolically represent Iceland. I think 98 out of 100 are going to go straight to the Viking or some sort of reasonable facsimile thereof. You don't want to be in that group. You want to be the one or two that takes this a completely different direction, completely unexpected. I don't mean to sound discouraging, but I know how hard you work, and I'm looking towards, my comments are always pointing towards and leaning towards final student portfolio. So I think a portfolio reviewer is going to take a look at this, and I know I would because I am a portfolio reviewer, and the first thing I would think is, well, too predictable. Okay, so I'm just trying to be as honest as I can with you. This is great. These are really nice. I'm not saying this is your answer, but I'm saying it's a really, really smart to look at the development of your word sketching it as opposed to going straight to the computer. I think that really, really points to, again, forward-moving direction. I just want to show you something. Okay, I just went in and I just did this. I just simply Googled Icelandic symbols, and you know what? Guess what? There's the Viking. There's the Viking ship. There's the man Viking. There's the lady Viking. There's the Viking again, and there's the Viking again. So do you see what I'm saying? I want you to look at some of these. And these are other symbols that are more deeply embedded with some of the cultural heritage of Iceland proper. So I think that these are really interesting. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is I just think that there's more. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I just think there's more interesting visual approaches than to go straight to the predictable Viking. Okay, so those would be my comments, and that kind of points to me saying, you know what, we got more work to do, and I know that you're a hardworking student, so I know that you don't mind saying that or doing that. So those would be my recommendation. Look at that, that's gorgeous, really sharp, good stuff here, man. And again, I'm not saying use one of these. I'm saying, to really think abstractly and maybe some variations or some abstract representation of some of the things that you see in your research. But let me know your thoughts on this. But I definitely don't think the Viking is the way to go. Too predictable. All right. Hope that makes sense. If not, or if I need to clarify, or if you have any questions, let me know. All right. Thanks.